Many of you that have been with me for the past few months know that I've been sampling and dabbling in the house of BDK Parfums, but there was one fragrance that really stood out to me the most, and that of course is the fragrance that I've spent a lot of time talking about over the course of the past month and a half, Citrus Riviera. Well, today I decided to bring to you my full review, full thoughts, impressions, the pros, and a couple of the cons that are associated with this fragrance. If you care to hear my full thoughts, stay tuned. Before we get started, in true Cali fashion, I do have to say thank you very much if you are returning, if you've been supporting my channel for any amount of time. I really do appreciate that. If this is your first time here, do me a favor. YouTube needs to know that you appreciate me. Go ahead and click that like button. I know you want to. Leave me a comment below. All of you, leave me a comment below. Let me know. Give me some ideas what you've been rocking this summer. What have you been enjoying? What have you discovered this summertime? Also, do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Of course, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. Let's jump in and talk about this fragrance. So Citrus Riviera was a fragrance launch back in 2020. As I stated, and as the title suggests, this is by the brand BDK Parfums. So here is your box for Citrus Riviera. Comes in this nice, nice thick cardboard box. And inside is a nice resting place for your fragrance. That's all I have to say about the box. The bottle is absolutely stunning. This nice beautiful blue bottle. I absolutely love it. It's my favorite color. So thick, heavy glass, nice heavy cap, beautiful pressurized atomizer. Hell yeah. Rather than bore you guys to death with note breakdowns and all this other crazy stuff, I want to keep this as straight to the point as possible. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to pop up the full note breakdown, okay? But while that's there floating around somewhere in the video universe here, I'm going to just simply tell you what I get. So let's do it again. Man, God, that opening is just something to be desired. Holy crap. We're talking about a beautiful burst of Italian lemon, neroli, and this mandarin note. Absolutely authentic smelling, very refreshing and invigorating. There's some other notes here listed that kind of act like an accord to me. And that, of course, I'm talking about these fruity notes. So you have this sweet fig, sweet strawberry, and again, neroli is even playing a part in the heart, which is going to add a floral tone here to the heart. You're also going to have an accompanied note of jasmine there. So jasmine is just adding a little bit of a floral nuance while also maintaining that, clean type of smell that we've come accustomed to here in the world of perfumery. That's what I get from that neroli jasmine thing that's going on here. So I wanted to highlight those fruits and call them an accord because I don't really detect fig, I don't really detect strawberry, I just detect a fruitiness that's coming through underneath that those citrus notes that I had talked about there in the top. In between all these bright citrus components and this fruitiness that's going on, you're also going to know this watery accord that's running through it, and that makes sense. I mean, after all, this is called Citrus Riviera, so as to be expected, you would assume that they would have put a water accord in here anyway, which they did, and they accomplished that very well. You will definitely be able to pick out and pull out that watery accord. Also running through, creeping its way in and out here, is this green accord. It's that fresh green smell that you may associate with like fresh green grass with morning dew resting on it. It smells very, very beautiful, very green, but it's also very vibrant. A couple of the notes that are listed is also vetiver, patchouli leaf to be very specific, and tonka bean. Now, I don't pick up on those 3 notes at all. That could be one of 2 things. Either my nose just doesn't pick them up because of the way this is blended so well, or I'm just experiencing some type of fatigue of some sort. I don't know, but I don't pick up on those 3 notes. So that to me, that vetiver, that patchouli combination is just there to maybe help stabilize those citrus, those fruity components there, because after all, the citrus components carry throughout the entire life of the fragrance. Since we're talking about the life of the fragrance, let's segue into the performance portion of the review. I want you to bear in mind, when I'm talking about performance, I'm talking about the way that this performs on my skin, what I've been taking notes on my clothing and on my skin. So on me, my skin, this has been performing anywhere from 6 to 7 hours. Complete longevity, when we're talking the complete package with spraying my clothes, I'm getting somewhere in the neighborhood of 8 to 9 hours. Some days are 10. So this is a very powerful citrus fragrance. You're going to always have this comfortable, this comfortable cloud, this comfortable scent cloud. It doesn't shout. It does not overpower a room or anything like that. You don't have to worry about choking people out. This is a nice summertime day fragrance. Okay, that's just my opinion. I also do find myself wearing this a lot into the office because it's a very safe fragrance. Even for a niche brand like BDK, this is a very safe fragrance. So this costs $180 USD. I picked this up at maxaroma.com. So I'm going to, of course, link them below. I'm not affiliated with Max Aroma whatsoever, but I did purchase this fragrance there. So that's who the website that I'm going to be listing below. $180. To some of you, you're probably going to say it's well worth it. To me, I'm going to tell you it really all depends. I'm not going to stand here and say this is a must-have or any type of stuff like that, because the reality is this is that citrus aquatic type of fragrance, which has been done a lot. So what I need to caution you about here is purchasing a full bottle when you have many citrus aquatic type of fragrances could be rather redundant. So what I recommend is you sample this. What fragrances does this remind me of? Well, if you took Versace's Manteau Fraische and you took Bugatti, their Wood Neroli, and you added some fruity components in this green and watery accord, put it in a blender, somewhere eventually you'd wind up with Citrus Riviera here. Okay, that's those 2 fragrances that it reminds me of. Now, where I would put the separation from designer to niche is the quality, the aspect of quality within this within the fragrance composition here. This is a true quality fragrance through and through. When you smell this, you will be able to smell those realistic citrus notes. Like I said, the strawberry, the fig, I don't really pick up on those notes, as I had mentioned previously, so I cannot say that they're realistic, that they're synthetic or anything like that. To me, it comes across more as an accord. That's just my opinion. So my overall thoughts on this, if I had to rate this, I would say this would get from me an 8.5 out of 10. Do I think it's completely unique? No, there's hundreds of thousands of fragrances out there in that citrus, aromatic, aquatic type of genre. So no, I don't think this is completely unique. Why do I think that this is full bottle worthy for me, in my opinion? I was looking for something like this of high quality to add to my collection. If that's something of interest to you, if you're new in the journey, in the fragrance journey, and you want to step up your fragrance collection or your fragrance wardrobe, as a lot of people like to say, if you do want to explore the world of niche, but you don't have a few $100s to invest, say, in a Creed or something like that, this is a great place to start, because for $180, it's not overpriced by any means. Again, guys, this is something that you could dress up. This is something you could dress down. It's a very beautiful fragrance. I really do enjoy it. I hope you do too. The thing that I want you to take away the most from this review is if you liked everything that I had talked about there, this is a must sample. I definitely encourage everyone, no matter if it's redundant or not, you must get your nose on this and try for yourself and see that if you would like to add this to your collection. I would sample it first. Do not blind buy this. The other thing that I need you to understand and take away from the video here is that you must be a fan of neroli. Specifically the sweeter variant of neroli, because it's not overly floral to me. It's definitely not bitter. It's very sweet. So those are the couple of things that I would like you to take away from the video here. Guys, that's my time. I try to keep this as simple as possible. I hope that helped many of you out. If it did, leave me a thumbs up like I had said before. I cannot wait to come back here again and give you another review like this or another top list that I've been pumping out quite a bit. But hey, I just needed a break from those lists. You probably appreciate it too. That's my overall thoughts, opinions on Citrus Riviera. Solid fragrance, love it. It's a really, really good one. Is it great? That's up to you guys. To me, it is. To you, it might not be. Go ahead, sample it for yourself. I will see you guys very soon. But before I sign off here, I need you guys to do me another favor. Take care of each other. Be kind to one another. Respect each other. Guys, I love you straight from the heart. Thank you again for being here today. I sincerely appreciate every single one of you. Take care. Goodbye. Peace.